Alright, you guys, so I am back at it again. I was so inspired by this unit, and I just wanted a nice, sweet, but edgy, classic look, and this is what I came up with. So if you want to know how I got it, then keep on watching. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and start with the eyes as usual for myself. I'm going to take my MAC Laying Low paint pot and I'm going to apply that all over my lid to create a nice even base for my eyeshadow to stick and hold on to so that it will last all day long. And for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. I'm going to take that first brown neutral shade, kind of reminds me of Saddle, but just a tad bit darker. I'm apply that into my crease area, but a little bit above it. And just blend that out with a Sonia Kashuk blending brush. I always like to take a little bit at a time and build it up to the opacity that I like, versus just going in heavy. Then I'm going to take this shimmery shade from the palette and apply that to my brow bone. And you guys know I never apply anything to my brow bone, but I just wanted to try it out again because, you know, that's what everybody's doing anyways. Then I'm going to take this orangey shade and I'm going to apply that in between those two shadows that we just placed down. And just kind of create a little bit of warmth to the eyes. And I'm still using that same Sonia Kashuk brush. Then I'm going to take this brown shade also from the Queen of Hearts palette. And I'm going to apply that to the outer corner. And then I'm going to apply it into the crease area of my brush. In the crease area of my eye. And this is a Dillium toothbrush. If you want to know the brush numbers, then definitely let me know down in the comment section down below. And I'll let you guys know what brushes that I love from Dillium Tools. They're like the yellow and blue brushes that I use in all my videos. Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're pink. But I just continue to just build that shadow up. Now I'm going to take this champagne shade and I'm not going to cut the crease or anything with it. I'm going to cut it with the actual eyeshadow, not cutting it with a primer or concealer. I just used a concealer brush to help with cutting it. Then I go back to that first shimmery shade and I apply that to the inner tear duct of my area, the tear duct of my eye area, just to open up my eyes and make them pop. Now this didn't make a big difference, but I did use two different glitter liners from LA Splash. Again, you guys, you can use NYX glitter liners. They work just the same because the LA Splash ones are discontinued. Now I'm going to take Noir by Anastasia. It's like the blackest black eyeshadow besides Urban Decay's Blackout or whatever it's called. And I'm going to apply that to the outer corner of my eye and blending it onto my lash line. Then I'm going to take this LA Colors liquid liner. I'm on the fence about it. It is matte. But you don't want to apply more than 2 coats, honestly, because I feel like it starts to get kind of crusty and dry and it might flake off. So I want to do 2 coats or 1 coat of this, but I mainly use this as a guideline for my NYC liner. But it is pretty good, but like I said, you may only want to use 2 coats, no more than 2 coats. Now I'm going to take this gold glitter liner by LA Splash. Like I said, again, it is discontinued and you can use the NYX liners because they're just the same thing. They're going to do the same thing. And I'm just applying this directly over top of the black liner. Well, not directly over top, but I'm lining this with the glitter liner. I'm using some lashes from a company in my hometown. They are $6. If you want to know that connect, then definitely let me know down below. Now I'm going to take my Kat Von D foundation and I'm going to apply that. You have to definitely be careful of how much primer and powder you use underneath this, because you can get those patchy spots, because the Kat Von D foundation is pretty matte on its own. So definitely be careful with that. Now I'm going to take the Fenty MatchStix in the shade Maple. I'm going to use that to highlight my face. And you know, it's just the usual underneath your eyes, down the center of your nose, making that tree branch on your forehead, your chin area, and if you want to do some reverse contouring, you can do it on your cheeks. And you kind of want to move fast with this because it does dry fast. I'm gonna just blend it out with my black beauty blender, and I need some more because mine, I've had them for over a year now, and my fingernails have went through them. They're holy and just a hot mess. But I love the black beauty blenders. Now I'm going to take the MatchStix in Truffle, and I like to use this on my nose because it's actually a really soft natural contour shade for my face versus my Pure Cosmetics one that is super harsh and very dark. And I don't want my nose to be super dark or anything like that. I want to have a natural nose contour. And I'm also using my Pure Cosmetics what it is, My Little Pony concealer brush. It was from that collection. Now I'm going back to that maple and basically doing what I told you, and I'm just highlighting and reverse contouring. I'm just making sure that I blend all of that out. Now I'm going to take Truffle one more time, and I am going to use that to contour my face. I did do the hollows of my cheeks, and off camera I did do a little bit on my forehead as well. But I turned the beauty blender and I used the fatter side to blend out my contour. For more natural looks, this shade is so much better, Truffle. Now I'm going to take RCMA powder. It's the no color powder, not the translucent, but this one is the no color powder. I didn't actually take the Sasha Buttercup because I haven't really used yellow powder in a long time. Even the banana powder I just haven't used because it's just so much harsher than me. So I just like to use translucent powders. I like to first just apply them all over my face and then press them into my skin. I feel like my face just looks that much more natural doing it that way, and also just because I'm using translucent powder. And RCMA powder is my favorite powder. Now I'm gonna take this this cinnamon no, I'm just gonna put it in the video because I can't think of what color this is right now, but it isn't earth, it's something else. I love that shade, whatever it's called, and I should know what it is by now, but I love that shade alongside Carob to warm up my face and to contour my face. They're just my favorites. Now I'm going to take both MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and my Studio Fix in the shade NC47, and I'm just going to press that into my skin with a big flat top Coastal Scents brush that I've had for years, like 11 years now. That's how long I've had it. Then to set my face, I'm going to take the Old Harrison Grease Relief spray. I just love this spray because it smells good, it's soothing, and it's to help matte the skin. Now I'm going to take both of these products from Fenty Beauty. They're both basically highlighters. One's a cream, one's a powder. I'm going to take the cream first and a setting brush by Real Techniques. And I'm just going to use that brush to apply the cream highlighter to the high points of my face. And that will be my cheekbones, the pointy part of my nose, and up above my cupid's bow. I love, love, love rum on its own. It looks absolutely beautiful all by itself. But to amp it up, if I want to amp it up or make it stand out a little bit more or just be a little bit more glowy, I like to go over it with some type of highlighter. And no matter what highlighter it is, it just amps it up so much more. And if you are a cupcake on a budget, I believe Wet n Wild Beauty has two beautiful highlighters. Black Radiance has an amazing, a gorgeous, super beautiful highlighter that's actually called Beautiful. It's a baked bronzer. That is pretty cheap. There is an eyeshadow or a couple eyeshadows by CoverGirl as well as Maybelline that work great as highlighters. Now we have Makeup Revolution that's coming in and has some beautiful highlighters. You guys, you don't have to use like these not so budget friendly highlighters. You can use whatever fits you. Whatever you have in your collection that works, use it. So the next thing I'm going to do is start off by taking the darker brown shadow inside the palette and then the orangey shade from the palette and just smudging those onto my lower lash line. And then I also go back with a little bit of Anastasia's Noir and I get super close to my lower lash line and just line it about halfway just to create some shadow or some extra sultriness to my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take my Colored Raine liquid lipstick, which I haven't used in a while. Cherry Blossom is a go-to. They sell out of that and you guys need to make sure that you grab it. I first take Tootsie and basically outline my lips and kind of fill them in as well. And then I go back over it with Cherry Blossom and I'm just basically creating a type of ombre with it. But I just absolutely love this combo. You can use a liner instead of that liquid lipstick that I used the first one, Tootsie. You can use a liner if you so choose, but I just decided to use it because I wouldn't, I know that it's going to stay in place and it won't budge. So you guys, this is basically the look. If you guys love this look, make sure you show me some love on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in my next video.